Hey Scotty, did you see we got the new Wilds of Eldraine product? Yeah, I know, I'm really excited. So which one do you want to start with? Okay, let's go with that one. Hello and welcome everyone to another one of our unboxings. Today, Scotty and I are going to be delving deeper into the adventures of the Wilds of Eldraine, and we're going to be unboxing a bundle. Thank you very much, Scotty, for that wonderful introduction. Yes, today we're finally looking at the bundle. We've done the draft and the set booster boxes. We've done the commander decks, and now we're diving into the bundles. Bundles are really cool. They're a great way to kickstart your collection. I love them. I always used to buy bundles, and even before that, fat packs, what they used to be called when they came with books. And yes, they're great. You dip into the expansion, you get a little bit out of everything, you get some cool lands. So let's have a look at what's inside Wilds of Eldraine bundle. Now you get 20 traditional foils and 20 traditional basic lands, an oversized spin down counter, an alternate art, traditional foil, Lish's Knight's Conquest, the collectible box, which is extremely useful if you are opening a lot of cards, and in general just great little thing to collect and move around some cards and even store them. Then you get 8 set booster packs and some reference cards, and overall a lot of fun. Okay, so the contents are looking like such. This is what it looks like on the side and the top and the other side. Okay, so we will start up this one and we will be opening it just now with you. I hope you're enjoying this expansion as much as we are. I really enjoy the Wilds of Eldraine. It seems like it's gonna be a fun one overall. Sorry about that. Okay, the box opens up as such and it comes out like this. Hey, we get the ginger brute on one side here, and then we get the roll sheet that you can also find inside of the pre-release kit. In case you didn't get a pre-release kit, you get it here. Very nice, very cool. And then we get the box proper. This is what it looks like. It has no foiling, unlike gift bundles, and yes, Ariat, basically the same illustration that you saw on the box outside, and it opens up and it has some wonderful contents. First off, you get the cutout cardboard counters, which are always useful to keep track of things in case you don't have a lot of dice or ways to keep track. Then we get a dice, and actually this looks fairly good. It is a purple pink dice with glitter on it. I hope it translates well enough on the camera. So there's some glitter inside the cast, and it's quite nice. And then you get the cards, which are going to be the lands. You get the 2 helper reference cards, which are present in almost every single bundle. And then you get the box of proper, the bottom, and then the booster packs. We'll start off with looking at the lands and the foil promo. This is Lish's Knight's Conquest, and yeah, this is going to be a cool one. It's a good card, actually. I believe that you can definitely build around it should you want to. We've seen it before, and this version is quite beautiful and quite striking. I love the colors, how the theme of Eldraine is still inside. You can see the azure color and the emeralds, and also the purple is still all in theme in the art in here. Wonderful card. And then you start looking at the beautiful foil lands. There are 2 types of lands, if I'm not mistaken, each, and yep, these are really beautiful. I think they went all out as usual with the lands and the plains. And now we get to have a look at the islands. Very beautiful. I like this one quite a lot. And the swamp, this is my favorite one because there are the will-o-wisps around the swamp, or the gases of the swamp, whatever they may be. And as well, this one is really cool, very beautiful. And then we get to the mountains with the beanstalk growing up into the mountains, and some more mountains. Very beautiful and very striking. Then we get into the forest with the fairies fluttering around and more will-o-wisps. And then you get the same but non-foil. Very interesting. And of course, this always is a great entry point for anyone trying to dip their toes into Magic the Gathering. and you've already done the intro, you already know how to play, and you're just looking to expand your collection and get some lands, this is a great way to do that. So that's it for the special contents of the bundle. Then we have the booster packs right here, and we're gonna have a look at them, 8 of them. And our unboxing has been really nice. We got really lucky. Unfortunately, the end of it cut off. Hopefully this video won't cut off, as it shouldn't be too long. And here we go with the first pack. We get the Ristic Study in the anime version, the art, of course. Then we get a Swamp, Mocking Sprite, a Stingblade Assassin, Into the Fate Court, the Princess Takes Flight, Glass Casket, Eerie, Interference, Ashix Reaper, Taken by Nightmares. Wow, we get the Spectre of Mortality, a very good card. It's a 3/3 flying that costs 5. When it enters the battlefield, you may exile one or more creature cards from your graveyard, and when you do, each other creature, so not this one, gets -X until the end of turn, where X is the number of cards exiled this way. And even if you cast it just for -2/2, it can still be very impactful in the limited format, so it's a definitely good card. Then we get Wasteland, not seen it before. And then the Enchanting Tales, it costs 2, it's a black. Whenever an opponent discards a creature card, you create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, and whenever an opponent discards a land card, you add 2 black mana. Whenever an opponent discards a non-creature, non-land, draw a card. Yeah, it's okay if you have a lot of discard. There are some discards, so if you got really lucky and you're playing black and you have like 3 or 4 discard cards, maybe good. Otherwise, don't play it in unlimited. It's a commander card or a constructed format card. Then we get a Fairy Dream Thief in foil and a Royal and Young Hero token roll. And then we move on to the next boosters. Let's see what we get. The Goose Mother and the art, the Mountain Foil, Arius Whisper, and one of the discard cards, Shadow the Oath, Merry Bards, Unassuming Sage, Living Lectern. Then we get the Galvanic Giant, Stormkeld Vanguard, Howling Galefang, Godric Cloaked Reveler, very good card for Celebration. Then we get the Griffin Airy and a Colossus Sellsword and foil, and we have a list card. This is the Cinder Elemental from Jumpstart. Okay, cool. I think this was, yeah, this was the original Jumpstart 2020. As a 2/2 Elemental that costs 4, and for X and a red, tap it, sacrifice it, and deals X damage to any target. So it's kind of like a catapult kind of sort of thing. It's not bad. It's a weird card to see here in the list for sure. Then we get a beautiful anime art, a Swamp, Unruly Catapult, Frantic Firebolt, Water Wings, Quick Study, Belligerent of the Bowl, and then we get Ash Party Crasher, which is supposed to be the Bell of the Bowl, Stroke of Midnight, very good card. Is going to be standard in Commander, I believe. Gallant Pie Wielder, Pollen Shield here, another Grasp of Fate, Besotted Knight foil, and then a mini game. Moving on, this is the last of the first part of this unboxing, and yeah, I hope you've been enjoying the unboxings, and also I hope you've gotten very lucky that you got all the cards that you wanted to get. Snare Master Sprite, Freeze in Place, Frostbridge Guard, Kindled Heroism, Cursed Courtier, The Witch's Vanity, very good card, Twisted Fealty, also another very good card in limited. And now we start to see one of those commander cards that are not inside of the commander decks proper, and you can only find them in the wildcard slots for the set boosters and the collector's boosters. And this is the Court of Locthwain. It costs 4. It's a black enchantment, and when it enters the battlefield, you become the monarch, and at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of target opponent's library. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, and the mana of any type can be spent to cast it. If you're the monarch until the end of turn, you may cast a spell from among cards exiled with this card without paying its mana cost, which is extremely good. I think this is one of the better ones of the courts, and yeah, it's a very interesting one. Then we get Hilda's Crown of Winter. Cost 3. It's a legendary artifact. It's a rare. For 1 and tap it, you tap target creature. This ability costs 1 less generic to cast to activate during your turn. And then for 3, you can sacrifice it, draw a card for each tap creature your opponents control. Very good card and quite annoying. Then we get Raid Bombardment and a foil Hardened Scales. The foiling is quite beautiful. And then a mini game. Okay, down to the second half. Okie dokie. What we will get? Swamp, Charmed Court, Clothier, Return, Triumphant, Torch the Tower, Gingerbread Hunter, Greta, Sweet Tooth Scourge, Tough Cookie, Knight of the Sweet's Revenge, Agatha of the Wild Cauldron. This is our first mythic, if I'm not mistaken. This is a 1/1 that costs Gruel. As a legendary creature, human warlock. Activated abilities of creature you control costs X less to activate, where X is this creature's power. This effect can't reduce mana, and that costs to less than 1 mana. Therefore, you can't make infinite things. And then for 6, other creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample and haste until the end of turn. Therefore, you want to play this in a counters deck or a way to make its power much greater. It's an interesting card. Then we get Oppression as the Enchanting Tale. It costs 3. Whenever a player casts a spell, that player discards a card. Very gimmicky and not good for limited, as it will be hitting you as well. And oh my god, we get another As Foretold. Extremely good enchantment. Costs 3. And we've seen it before, but you basically get to put a time token on it, and then at the beginning of your upkeep you can play any spell of mana cost X or less, where X is equal to the number of counters on As Foretold. Very good card. Then we get a Royal Treatment foil card and a food token. Very nice. I'm very happy with this pack. It was really nice. Then we get we have 3 more. Let's see if we get lucky. Oh, okay. So now we have the crown, Hilda's Crown of Winter, signed by Volkan Vega. Very nice. Then we get a forest, Conceited Witch, not dead after all, Prophetic Prism, Back for Seconds, Welcome to Sweet Tooth, Gadwick's First Duel, Splashy Spellcaster, Johan, Apprentice, Gruff Triplets, very good card, Impact Tremors, and Flick a Coin to your Witcher, and then a Nightmare token. Okay, last 2. They're very easy to open, these packs. I like that. And you don't have to struggle too much. Okay, we get a Turtle, Forest, and Obira's Attendance, Spell Stutter, Titanic Growth, Hearth Elemental, Frolicking Familiar, Collector's Vault, which is really good, Tempest, Heart. Wow, now we see the Virtue of Courage in the showcase version. Very beautiful. We've seen this card before, but it says that it costs 5. It's an enchantment adventure. Whenever a source deal you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, you may exile that many cards from the top of your library. You may play those cards only this turn. And then on the adventure side, it's an instant, cost 2, deals 2 damage to any target. I think this is one of the more underwhelming, although very strong cards of the Virtues. Unfortunately, I can see the top has been nicked, but what can we do about that? And then we get the Decadent Dragon. It's a 4/4 dragon that has flying and trample, and is also an adventure. It costs 4. Whenever a Decadent Dragon attacks, you create a treasure token. Very good and limited. And then on the flip side, on the adventure, it's an instant. It's black. It is called Expensive Taste. It costs 3. Exile the top 2 cards of target opponent's library face down. You may look at it and play those cards for as long as they may remain exiled. And effectively, you can play this first and then that, and it's really synergistic. Then we get the Dragon Mantle. Very nice. Enchantment Aura for a creature. And then we get Hatching Plans in the foil. And then we get a Ruthless Invasion for Phyrexia for the wild slot. It's a beautiful card. Ruthless Invasion costs 3 and a Phyrexian red. It is a sorcery, and non-artifact creatures can block this turn. It's a classic, but it's a beautiful card. I love the list slot. Okay, last booster, and then I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing with us in the meantime. Okie doke. A Mountain, Sleight of Hand, Cooped Up, Boronati, Misleading Moats, Troyan, Up the Beanstalk and Up the Nose, Archive, Dragon, Disdainful Stroke, Rotisserie Elemental, Ground Seal, Hollow Scavenger Foil, and a Mouse token. So that was it for this unboxing. I hope you've enjoyed it. I like opening bundles quite a lot, and set boosters are my favorite product, second only to collector's boosters to open. So yeah, let us know in the comments down below what you actually like about your unboxings and your time with the Wilds of Eldraine. We read and reply to every comment, and we love hearing from you. And until the next one, where we will be unboxing a collector's booster box, we thank you very much. If you liked what we do, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as it does help small channels like ours quite significantly. And until the next time, from Scotty and I, we thank you very much. We wish you a lovely day, a blessed day. Be good, be kind, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!